returned the earrings. The earrings are, do you have any information on these earrings? Because
well, yeah, they're gorgeous. They're beautiful diamond earrings.
Supposedly these are the ones that are worth like $750,000, right?
$750,000. And, I think initially Erika was not planning to give up anything.
Doesn't seem like it.
Whatever she walked out of that house with, she was going to keep. Now, it's a turn of events. It's essentially from her attorneys that they are working with the victims of the families of the victims, and they're working towards a settlement. And Erika has voluntarily put these earrings, these diamond earrings, in a safety deposit box. They will remain there until they are appraised, and then the money is supposedly going to go back to the victims. Now, this is all from, do you follow that Ronald Richards attorney? He's sort of made it his mission to come for Erika. Erika's alleged that he tried to blackmail her. He's the one kind of putting out updates on this, by the way.
Yes, he is. Well, here's my question. So Erika's now taken the earrings and they're in a safety deposit box. What? And they're going to ultimately be sold at auction and the proceeds are going to go to the victims. Is that what's happening?
Yes. So it sounds like, according to documents, this was from Radar, Erika has struck a deal with the trustees. The issue came down to a pair of earrings that Tom allegedly purchased for Erika with the stolen money in 2007 for $1.4 million. The documents showed that Erika will now turn over the jewelry that she was holding in order to help pay the victims. The outlet shared that both Erika and the trustees confirmed their arrangement with the judge, explaining the earrings will be kept in a safety deposit box as they wait to have them appraised.
Okay, well, I just can't help but think my first question, what? I mean, the key word there is Erika struck a negotiation. How, why, how did this come about? Because Miss Jayne, who on the trailer says it's all about me, and I mean, she's come out and said in the past that I will never give up these earrings. Why should I ever give anything up? I will never give up anything. It's not my problem. I didn't do this. She didn't just listen. Erika did not wake up in the middle of the night and say, I can't sleep. I just still can't sleep. And the Xanax has worn off and I feel bad.
I think Erika sleeps just fine. I think what's happened is the attorney fees that Erika is now paying out of her money that she's making from Housewives, that she's making online, that she's, appearances, I think for Erika, I don't see a lot of them. So that's probably drying up. I think Erika is looking at the attorney bills and going, I cannot keep up this, 5-star lawyer team now that I don't have the money from Tom. So we have to have an end date in sight. Like one more year of this, maybe I can afford another $800,000 in attorney fees, but that's like it. So I think, Erika has said, what is it going to take to start getting the heat off me, to start, I can't keep, everybody, I don't care if you don't have a budget. At some point you're on a budget, everybody has one.
Listen, the person who wins a lawsuit is either the person who has a contingent attorney and has a real case, like Nene might have a contingent attorney, or the person with more money, period, the end.
True.
You can hire, listen, I've sued people. I've never been sued. I've sued people. The last person that went against me in business in the podcast world, I had to destroy, unfortunately, because you can't come fuck with me. I will destroy you. I've made that clear. We're all con here, guys. Love everybody, but don't come at me in a business sense. I will fucking destroy you. It's very simple. Love you. Let's have breakfast. I will destroy you. So the last woman that came at me with a podcast issue, I had to destroy and run out of the biz. But, why? Like, how did someone who said I will never pay a penny, she must be feeling the pinch. And so this isn't like, I'm not coming for Erika. Let's not feel like this is a business move, but something had to, so Ronald Richards, and yes, there's all that. Like, I think her troubles are far from over, but wow. So, okay, that's a good thing. This is
a good, to me, if you are having financial issues or, you're no longer getting booked on appearances outside of the Housewives franchise, this is a good way to start ending it. It looks like a goodwill gesture of, hey, I've reconsidered, these are going to probably bring in $1 million. That goes towards the victims. They're finally going to get paid. I'm sure they're getting paid stuff now to some degree, but, I think think you can only take a hard line if you've, like you said, you have a shit ton of money. And I don't think Erika, I mean, she's got good money. I mean, like we've talked, you know, Andy said on the last reunion, I know what you make. I mean, you know, she makes good money, but good money, you know, I mean, when you're paying an attorney team, it don't go far.
Listen, these legal fees, it's
You're
true.
crazy.
The only person who wins with a lawsuit is the lawyers. The times, the times, like, believe it or not, I have no emotions in business. The times I've sued people, I've gone to lawyers and they've said, no, 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 get over yourself. And then eventually when you go to the lawyer and they're like, we're going to sue this person for you. You're like, I always know that I can win because I'm told no. So when I'm told no, you're going to spend this much money and this is with your thing, it's not happening. When I go to a lawyer and they're like, we're going to sue this person, I never worry again. I'm like, I'm going to win because you've told me no 17 times.
Yeah.
So
there has to be a good reason you think.
Right. Yes. And so when they're like, and I'm one of those, like, are you sure we're 3 weeks into this? Are you sure? Listen, when the law's on your side, the law's on your side. That's all we're saying about Nene. That's how lawyers think. There's no emotion. There's no Nene, leaks. Do you have proof? And do you have a case? And if so, you deserve the money if this happened. If not,
I mean, I think
wasting everyone's time, man.
I think Nene now does have a case. I mean, if she's bringing on the guy who got some sort of settlement for Monique from Netflix.
Oh,
he must see everything and think there is something there. Don't you think? I mean, I don't think he'd be involved.
I mean, that's the thing. Could you listen? Here's the thing. I mean, and just imagine if someone went, I don't care how careful you are. If someone went to all of us right now and pulled up every text, every email from the past 10 years that we have ever sent, I mean, do you know what you're positive you didn't say anything that bad? And I mean, I guarantee you my phone's full of shit that people would be like, you said what? I mean, this is just being a human being. I mean, okay, so good for Erika. I can't wait for the new season and good for the earrings. I have something breaking that I want to share with you.
Oh, okay. Dish.
Well, you know how I'm just literally popped up. You know how last week you talked about the person who had, this may be nothing. I'm reading this in real time. The person who was on the plane with Michael Darby.
Yes.
Well, here we have an Instagram follower that you might know too, Sarah Longo, little Sarah Lou. Well, this is your big day, little Sarah Lou. I mean, I don't mean that. But little Sarah Lou says, my hubby and I met them, meaning Michael and Ashley Darby. She's commenting on our post. Sorry, everyone, that I'm answering posts like 7 weeks later. My hubby and I met, this might be nothing, guys. I'm reading this story in real time. My hubby and I met them on our honeymoon, January 2015, before RHOP was created, on Hamilton Island in Australia. Ooh, on a scuba diving boat trip. We definitely came away with the impression that he was a very wealthy and successful businessman, and she was his young, beautiful bride. I